Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 21. Now, any of you following along would know that I've had a little bit of a love-hate relationship with acquiring a Sabre or a Mustang. And then we ended up buying a couple cars at auction and a couple cars from the junkyard as our new project cars. And then we went to a barn just for kicks, and we found one, the red one to my right, for sale. It was $29,000 or $22,000. It was $29,000. Just washing it got it up to $33,000. I don't think I welded the body yet. I might have. Let me see. Okay, I did weld the body. So I welded the body, washed it, cleaned the interior, got it up to 33,000. So then I started a new project on the series where I have decided that I was going to do some of the cars in time lapse, just their whole strip down and renewal process. Like, I bought a van. It was a van. I got it, as part of the auction. It was like less than 2,000 credits. And so I stripped it down and rebuilt it. There'll be an episode for that one. And then there was the car that we started with, or the second car we bought, trying to see how much money we could get from just washing and repairing the frame. And it sat there next to the Supernova for a long time. I decided to go ahead and finish it up in time lapse. Completely stripped it down, got all the parts replaced on it, and sold it. Made a pretty good profit. I mean, we're sitting at 202,000 credits. But what we're going to do now is we're going to work on both of these Sabres. And I'm going to do a day and night theme. One of them is going to be day and one of them is going to be night. So what we need to do in this first episode is we need to get this newest one. What happened was I went to the junkyard in search of a engine block for the van, and I was trying to find an engine block for the Sixon, I think is what it's called, because I just wanted to try and repair an engine block instead of buying a new one, because engine blocks are expensive. I found a V8 OHV, which I thought is what the van was going to need, and that was incorrect. It's a V8 OHV, but the actual block is a V8 OHV F for whatever reason. So, and then I could not for the life of me find an i4B anywhere in the junkyard. I found lots of i4s. I found lots of engine. I mean, hell, I still have them in my inventory. If I go to here, I can look. I have a V8 SOHC. I have an i3. I have a V6B, another i3, an i6, a V6, a V12. I've even got one of the heads for a V12, but I was able to repair my V12 on the other one. So I found lots of engine blocks, but I didn't find what I was looking for, unfortunately. Oh, actually, I have two V12 heads, but they're both A, unfortunately. They actually might be both A in the engine. I don't know. Not sure on that one. But anyway, I found this Sabre in the junkyard for 12,000 credits. So the first thing we're going to do is take this bad boy. Not that. Back to that. I'm going to go back here and go to the car wash. We're going to get this thing cleaned up just to see what that does. So we'll start with the car wash. Can't focus. All right. So it looks like it's white. It looks pretty rough. We'll go ahead and detail the interior, which it's missing most of. So let's see what we got here after that. So now it's only losing 562 credits. That's not all that bad. We'll be up above that when we weld the frame. So body's at 8%, parts are at 16%, frame's at 25%, and interior's at 100%. I've seen worse, I suppose. Let's get back over here and then just go straight into welding the frame. I've already, like I said, I already welded the frame on the other one, so it's all nice and... All right. So we're definitely gonna stick with the white theme on this one and we'll call it day, and then we're gonna go with a black theme on this one over here and call it night. and we'll have both of those. I'll have the starting picture with the two of them sitting next to each other, and then I'll have the day and night finish picture. That's going to be really cool. All right, so I think the next thing I'm going to do is separately, I'm going to strip the body components off of these cars to see what all is salvageable, but I don't want to mix it. I don't think anything on this bad boy is going to be salvageable. Now that's 5%. That's garbage. It's more garbage. Tail lights can't be fixed. Not that I know of anyway. Rear bumper, garbage. Front bumper, also garbage. Headlight, garbage, because it can't be repaired. So I think that is all of the windshield. I think that's all of the body parts on that one. So if we go here, it should be like, yeah, 1%. All right, so there's that. Stripped down of its body parts. Now let's go into our inventory and then just go back. Well, let's go to body parts, right? Let's just go ahead and just get rid of everything here. Everything less than 30. Just go ahead and sell these anyway, because I'm going to replace. If I can't fix it, I'm going to replace it. Everything's going to be 100%. And we'll go from here and see what we can repair on. Now, this was a barn find, so it's in much better condition. But the parts still need to be repaired, and anything that's at less than 100 needs to be replaced. So we will get that. Still the hood, this corner panel, quarter panel, fender, and bumper, headlight, and headlight. And again, we should be at 1%. Oh, we're at 3%. What did I miss? Oh, windshield. And okay, no rear window. Oh, it's a fastback. It's got the trunk. Yes, Alexa, it is a little cold in here. Now, if we check this, we should be back at 1%. Okay. So first things first, let's just go ahead and sell everything. We're just going to go ahead and replace, which is all the windows and the lights. And then let's see what we can fix, which these fixes should be super easy, and put back on that one. So we can replace rear view mirrors. I could not, for the life of me, remember if I had seen them. Started buying some body parts from the junkyard to repair and sell. It seems like it's semi-lucrative. I don't know if it's as much as like the rims and the engine locks, stuff like that. I don't know if it's that lucrative yet, but I haven't done a whole lot of testing either. All right, so all the things I could repair are repaired now. So let's throw those back on here. Making sure they're 100% when they go on. I'm actually glad the hood was savable, because then way I don't have to worry about making sure I get the right hood. This one didn't have a trunk, did it? Okay, it does have a rear window. All right. So that looks like everything we've repaired. So now let's go to the tablet and so we need all the windows times 2. We need 2 trunks for sure. So let's just get that stuff installed. So that should actually button up the body on this one, except for the license plates. We can actually go ahead and do those because I know what I'm going to do. Let's go back here and go to plates, and let's do Wish you could just type it in. T. 2 of those. I actually don't know if this needs 2. Okay, it doesn't need front. So you're knight. Should have centered it, but it's just such a pain. Is there not a rear? Oh, I don't guess there's a rear. Oh, you put the bumper on. There it is. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, come on. One thing I haven't done is really inspected all these cars. Inspected these 2 cars. We need knight again. All right, now... No, I can't put those on here yet. So you should be 100% body. You're 80%. Why are you 80%? Okay. What am I missing? Lights. Okay. So tail lights, headlights. So let's really check out this one for the tail lights and the headlights. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with these and these. Take one step too far. All right, so you should now be at 100% body. You are. So now all we got is the parts. So let's get this one all fixed up. So it has currently has a V8 2-carb OHB. And this one has a V8 2-carb OHV supercharged. So the question that enters my mind is, do we want to do the same engine in both cars? And the answer that goes to my mind is yes. So we're going to pull out this and put that supercharger that we have that this one has in it. So that means that we need the hood with the hole in the center. This one. So let's just go ahead and get that mounted so we don't forget. All right. So now we just need really one of everything for the Sabre. So we want these headlights, these tail lights. Then we got to go back over to this store, not for the El Camino though. And we just need to grab one of everything. Kind of did that out of order, and it hurt my brain. Except for the tail lights, the hood. The hood or the headlights. I think I might have already done the trunk. Oh, no, I didn't. I might have bought it though. I did. That's okay. Happens sometimes on a project. It was an oversight from the stock company. Yeah, totally an oversight. Get this all mounted up, and then get them painted, and then we will move on to the next part of this build. So that should have this bad boy about coupled up. So 100, it's in 16. So the next thing I want to look at before we go any further. So after everything we've done to this car so far, we are making $8,000 profit, selling it for $38,000. This one's engine is not quite in the right place, and we are making $25,000 off it. So not bad, not bad at all. So we're making almost $60,000 between the two of them. So let's run these over to the paint shop real quick. And so with this one, we're going with the white paint. Oh no, we're going with white paint, and we're gonna go with I don't know about chrome on this one. That's a little much. Chameleon. Pearl. I'm gonna go with pearl. So let's paint this one. Alright. So now we switch this one back. Let me take this one to the paint shop. And we're gonna paint it black. Black, and we're gonna go with pearl on it as well. All right. So put you back. So there we go. That is the bodies rebuilt on day and night. Now when it's all said and done, that one is going to have the blower on it and everything, because they're going to have the same engines. But for now, let's start ripping these things apart. I mean, pulling every piece we can out of them. So we need to start with getting the transmission out, because we can pull the engines out that way. Drive shaft. Came from a junkyard, so I can't expect too much out of it. I haven't inspected any of these parts, but it doesn't look like we got much salvageable here. And that's okay. I don't mind spending some money on these. This is probably my favorite car that we'll run into. I'm actually very happy to be doing 2 of them like this. It does look like that drive train might have the ability to be repaired, so I'll check that out. I think 15% is the cutoff for it being orange. Well, looks like we can attempt to do the gearbox. That's good. And some of these parts are not fixable. I think that last part I took off is not fixable. I mean, you can't repair it unless there's just something I don't know about in the repairing process. I should have clutch plates available, but it looks like we can't even try it. Flywheels are not repairable. Now we can pull the engine out. Move this over to the first one and pull this engine out. So that puts a V8 2-carb OHV in our inventory. Now that is what we put into the van, and that's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. So let's get this one, get the transmission torn off, so that way we can take its engine out. We'll rebuild this one's engine first, and then build the other one's engine. So we start with going to the shopping list for some reason. I don't know. Everything on this car does look like it's in better shape, but that's because it's been better maintained. It was from a barn, not a junkyard. I actually went back to the junkyard after I bought the second Sabre, and there was a third Sabre there that I actually thought about buying, but I decided not to. We've got a chance on that gearbox. That's cool. Clutch release bearing was what I was talking about earlier. You can't try and fix it. At least I've never had one that's shown up in the repair table. Somebody's getting some messages. Wasn't me. I have an email though. What's that all about? Oh, okay. It's junk. I should have known. All right, now let's get this engine pulled out. Anybody else lean when they're like stuck on a pole in a game? Just me. It's weird. Pull the engine. Install new engine. No, pull the engine. All right, so that's both engines out. So let's start with this one, stripping off everything else under the car, because it's nasty. See if those were attempt to repair those. I might actually attempt to repair the rims on this build. It's got the classic Mustang rims, you know. I wonder if there's like a 90s era Mustang in this game. Sabre. I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure exactly how many cars there are, and I'm sure there's several I haven't seen yet. I don't think you can fix tie rods. I don't think so. Whatever I just pulled off was at 8%, so it's not even worth trying. I have a dog behind me that has the most horrible gas on the planet all the time. All the time. Like, she's trying to kill me right now. And it's ridiculous. Alright. I missed the tire again. I don't know. It might not have actually shown the tire because it's wheel and tire. So it might not have shown the actual percentage available. That one. I'm getting pretty quick at stripping things down. No, I haven't leveled up. So I say there's some more skills I need to get that would make that stuff faster, but I haven't leveled up. I think I have 4 points to spend, which might give me one of them if I looked into it. I haven't been leveling up very fast. I haven't really been inspecting a lot of cars like I first did. So that contributes to, I mean, you get 1 point for pretty much everything you take off of a car and everything you put on. So, see. But that takes a minute to add up. So. This thing's definitely not going to be repairable. This right here. 5%. Gotta get these rubber bushings. I gotta get the steering stuff out before I can take that off. I hope this cross member is maybe salvageable. Okay, stop jumping around. Sway bar you can't even try. Ooh, 9. It's rough. This thing's been driving rough. There's still quite a few aspects of this game that I haven't figured out yet, that I still got some work to do. And there's still a couple things around the shop I haven't unlocked. I need to have $187,000. I should probably just go ahead and get that stuff, so that way I can take advantage of whatever it may be. I just thought about that. These leaf springs off so we can get this rear suspension off. I think U-bolts can't be repaired, but these, well, I take that back. I might be wrong there. I mean, that one can't be repaired ever, but I think you might be able to try on the ones that are orange. But I know the spring plates can be. I've repaired those before. I've also gotten the failure notification when I screwed up them too. So let's do this way. Sometimes the camera on this game can be so intuitive, and sometimes it can just be a pain in the butt. I wish it was disc brakes on the back, but it is what it is. All right, getting close on these bad boys. Now there was quite a few parts missing that we didn't have to take out. Why are you centering on that now? Back up. Back up. Leaf spring at 2%. 28%. I was wrong. So we might get a chance to repair that one. 30%. 12. Yeah, it is what it is. 7%. I don't think you can try and repair shock absorber stuff. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. They're usually just really bad. All right, so that's everything for this car. I think it's completely devoid of all components now. And if we... Ah, crap. I am so sorry about that. Oh, no, I think I missed some. Nope, not add. Subtract. She just got me again. This dog, man. It's trying to kill me. Yeah, that's everything. So if I look at parts, should be at 1%. Sure is. Okay, cool. So that's day. That is just completely stripped out of parts. Let's go ahead and put this back so it won't be in my way. So yeah, let's go ahead and strip night. Looks like there's different rims here, so we'll have to match up what we end up going with, or we can try and find like a solid silver for day and then a solid black one for night. Well, there's those one triple whatever, they've got 3 like army thingies, whatever it's called, don't judge me. And we can do it with that one because those might look cool. I don't know, I'll have to think about that and look at them. I did put those on my, I'm gonna say the Lamborghini. I think it was the Lamborghini I put them on. There's been so many cars in the past few days. I couldn't honestly tell you. Whoa, 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 what have you done? No, we're doing this systematically. I'm doing this in order. I want to jump to the other side of the freaking car. The knuckle looks pretty good. Knuckle looks like it's going to be in the... Oh, no, not quite as high as I thought it was going to be. Right. This exhaust pipe while we're here. Middle muffler. Back up. Okay. Trying to get ahead of the game and trying to spray it before I'm even in that like removing mode. Alright. So that's another wheel off. So these brakes gonna be even. Maybe. They looked worse than they actually were, which is always good. 3 bolts, all of which are stuck. I think people would explode if that happened to them in an actual shop. Just throw the car. Not even throw the wrench, throw the car. Almost done with this front suspension. We can move on getting the rear pulled. A lot of these components, you know, we might be able to repair quite a few of these components. And one thing we can do is just everything we can repair, just go ahead and put on one car, fill in the gaps where we need to, and then do the other car pretty much from scratch. And what we'll do is the junkyard car will be the one we do from scratch because it didn't have a lot of its components to begin with. And since this one was, for all intents and purposes, in a better place with its life, we'll make it have the recycled parts, which it's not much difference between the bought parts and recycled parts, so it's not that big a deal. always want to take that cylinder out before the pads. I don't know why. Honestly, couldn't tell you. Wheel hub full. Shock absorber. Let's not do that again. Let's get all this stuff separated. Does it have a fuel pump? Nope, no fuel pump. Maybe we can repair it though. Oh, looks like we have another chance with another U-bolt too, so we can tell if it's doable or not. Leaf springs off on this side. Get this exhaust pipe. Why can't I click on it? I've noticed in this game there have been a couple of places where you can't really click. I think I'm going to try and submit a bug report, I guess, maybe, because it's not that big a deal. I just, if it were my game, I would want somebody to tell me, so, you know. All right, getting close, getting close, getting close. Get this stuff taken apart, and then we'll see where we're at. More U-bolt springs that are locked up. All right. I enjoyed doing the time-lapse videos that I've done. I've done 2 of them so far, of the just the complete rebuild from scratch. And I think what my goal with those is of course there'll be like an in-between episode, but like just making it to where you can listen to some nice music and watch those cars get rebuilt. You know, I'll just name them the title of the episode. It won't even be a numbered episode in this series. It'll have probably its own number for that series, so that way it can just be those cars getting stripped down or whatever. So if we go in here, we're at 1%, so we got everything pulled out of this car. So we have day and night completely stripped down to parts, and they are ready to get a new breath of life. I think they look beautiful already, and I hope that we get them put together. And it'd be cool if we could get them out on the track together, but unfortunately we can't do that. Another unfortunate thing that is happening right now is I've got to bring this episode to a close. This has been Car Mechanic Simulator 21. I'm DarkCX, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like so that way I know you enjoyed it. And if you could subscribe to the channel, you'll be able to get these, you know, as soon as they come out. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified when they come out. So if you could do that, that'd be great. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, I just hope you have a great night.